Hey guys, this is a bit of an unusual video. I'm gonna try something a little different today. So I have an opportunity because it's a very rare case where all my wife and kids are all out today for for 3 or 4 hours, and so I'm able to make a video during the day. And I thought I was okay, great. I'm gonna try to do a cover of a Bob Dylan song that I've wanted to do, but I also want to add a little bit of commentary on to the song, and also to an earlier video I made about Metokur versus Sargon. Now, if you want to watch that video, I'll put a link in the description. I think it's a pretty good one. One of the things that I wanted to do here, though, is just to add a little bit of a codicil to that video, a little bit of a follow-up. I might have come off as a little bit too hard on the cynical side. The point of the video is really cynicism versus idealism, and I discovered, I won't go through that right now. There is room for cynicism, and in the specific case of Metokur and Sargon, I would still agree with Metokur. But if you zoom back and you see the whole picture, cynicism is sort of like you can't stay with it, So that's all I wanted to add as a codicil. Now, regarding this song here, this is a Bob Dylan song from Bringing It All Back Home called "It's All Right, Ma." Now, I'm probably going to really butcher it today because the words here are they are tongue ties here. But I wanted to talk a little bit about this song, and I thought it was appropriate to do this song in conjunction with that video, because this song really is about despair and just cynicism, and about like not believing in anything anymore. It's a very dark song. I remember when I heard it when I was like a college student, I thought it was really deep, man. It's so deep. And then 10 years later, I looked at it again. I was like, this is just like emo bullshit. Like this, he's just so, like it's too dark. It's kind of like. But looking at it now, I can see it is a little bit too dark. I mean, the poetry is beautiful because it's Bob Dylan. The guy doesn't come out with like really bad poetry. When he wants to be, he can be like just so eloquent. So it is a little bit, but it is a little too dark. It's a little bit like too over the edge cynicism. And one of the things here, it says, "Who really cares? All of it's phony. Like everything's phony." And he says it's life and life only. It's too dark. But you have to keep this in mind, that he doesn't just he reams the government. He reams commercials. I mean, he reams capitalism. He reams reams religion a bit. At least phony religious people, I guess. But he also reams himself. He also hates himself. So the whole point of the song is like, this guy hates everything. He sees everyone as being fake. Hate isn't the right word. It's more like resignation. He thinks everything is phony. Everything is fake. Everything has a degree of fakery. And that's something that is actually true in a sense. We all put on masks. We all act in a fake way. I'm acting in a fake way in this video. I don't normally talk this way. If I was talking to you face to face, if you were my friend and I knew you, I wouldn't present myself this way. I would show my face, and I wouldn't talk in such a careful way, and yet, that's okay. That's all right to do that. It's okay to accept that, I think the redemption here is not in the song itself, but this is like the ground for redemption. You cannot get better until you acknowledge that you are sick. You cannot achieve a life of virtue unless you acknowledge that you are not virtuous. And no one is virtuous. No one. And I don't think you need to be religious in order to say that. It's just true. There are no heroes when you get down to it. Everyone is imperfect. Everyone acts like a villain sometimes. The question isn't, who do I follow? Who is the heroic person? The question is, what is heroism? How do I attain it myself? I mean, that's really the question. So without any further ado, I'm going to give this song a try. Like I said, I'll probably butcher it, but, well, what the heck. If you want to stop listening now, you can. The rest of this video is going to be music. So let's give it a try. Darkness at the break of noon, shadows even the silver spoon, the handmade blade, the child's balloon, eclipses both the sun and noon. To understand you know too soon, there is no sense in trying. Pointed threats they bluff with scorn, suicide remarks are torn from the fool's gold mouthpiece. A hollow horn plays wasted words, proves to warn that he not busy being born is busy dying. Temptation page flies out the door, you follow, find yourself at war, watch waterfalls of pity roar, you feel to moan but unlike before, you discover that you be just one more person crying. So don't fear if you hear a foreign sound to your ear. It's alright, Mom, I'm only sighing. As some warm victory, some downfall, private reasons, great or small, can be seen in the eyes of those that call to make all that should be killed to crawl, while others say don't hate nothing at all except hatred. Disillusioned words like bullets spark as human gods aim for their mark, make everything from toy guns that spark to flesh-colored Christ that glow in the dark. It's easy to see without looking too far that not much is really sacred. While preachers preach of evil fates, teachers teach that knowledge waits can lead to $100 plates. Goodness hides behind its gates, but even the President of the United States sometimes must have to stand naked. And although the rules of the road have been lodged, it's only people's gains you got to dodge. But it's alright, Mom, I can make it. Advertising signs, they con you into thinking you're the one that can do what's never been done. That's and win what's never been won. Meantime, life outside goes on all around you. You lose yourself, you reappear. You suddenly find you got nothing to fear. Alone you stand with nobody near, with a trembling, distant voice unclear. Styles your even ears to hear that somebody thinks they really found you. A question in your nerves is lit, let you know there is no answer fit to satisfy, ensure you not to quit, to keep it in your mind and not forget that it is not he or she or them or it that you belong to. Although the masters make the rules for the wise men and the fools, I've got nothing, Mom, to live up to. For them that must obey authority, that they do not respect in any degree, who despise their jobs, their destiny, speak jealously of those who are free, cultivate their flowers to be nothing more than something they invest in. While some on principles baptized to strict party platform ties, social clubs in drag disguise, outsiders they can freely criticize, sell nothing except food to idolize and then say, God bless him. While one who sings with his tongue on fire, gargles in the rat race choir, bent out of shape from society's pliers, cares not to get any higher, but rather get you down in the hole that he's in. But I mean no harm, nor put fault on anyone that lives in a vault. But it's alright, Mom, if I can't please him. Old lady judges washing pears, limited in sex they dare to push fake morals, insult and stare. While money doesn't talk, it swears. Obscenity, who really cares? Propaganda, all is phony. While them that defend what they cannot see with a killer's pride, security, it blows the mind most bitterly. For them that think death's honesty won't fall upon them naturally, life sometimes must get lonely. My eyes collide head-on with scuffed graveyards, false gods. I scuff at pettiness, which plays so rough. Walk upside down inside handcuffs, kick my hands to crash it off. Say, okay, I've had enough. What else can you show me? And if my thought dreams could be seen, they'd probably put my head in a guillotine. But it's alright, Ma, it's life and life only.